Hey guys, making a little dinner tonight on the Weber Smokey Joe. Gonna cook up some steaks. Wasn't planning on videotaping this, but I wanted to videotape the Weber sooner or later, so might as well be now. Just warming up some charcoal, and when that's all heated up, we'll start cooking. Alright, we got a fire reaching out the top there. The majority of the coals have ashed over. Looks like it's ready to go in. Try to do this one-handed without burning myself. Alright, that's perfect. I'll just let those heat up a little more and warm up the grill. I like using that chimney starter a lot more than lighter fluid for some reason. I think it it's more contained, and I don't have to use some stinky flammable liquid, and it seems to light faster too. Alright, so I'm gonna spread these out. Let's see if I can, I don't know where I put, aha. I like my steak medium rare, so I'm going to use some pretty high heat, spread out like this as evenly as I can. For the other steaks, some of the other people in my family like their steak more well done, and so I'll have a different method for that later. Alright, so we'll just let that heat up and be ready to put the food on. Alright, my mom literally just got home from the store with these, so I just spiced them up real quick. Time to get grilling. Clean this off real quick. Alrighty. So these first two steaks are going to be medium rare. We're going to cook them right over direct heat. About 4 minutes on each side. That's how I like them. If you wanted them really more rare than that, you could do about 2 or 3 minutes on each side with maybe a little more heat. But I'm going to do about 4 minutes on each side. That'll give a pretty good medium rare. And the next steak we're going to do is going to be about medium well. Cook through quite a bit more, so we'll have a different procedure for that, but we'll get to that later. Alright, these steaks are cooking up. It's been about 4 or 5 minutes. I think they're about ready to flip. You can see that fat starting to rise up out of there. This right here is a chuck eye, by the way. This is just a tenderloin, I think. I don't know what she picked up. Liking the look of this right here. I might let this go a little more on the other side. Give those about another 5 minutes. Give them one more flip, and they should be good to go. Alrighty, I think these medium rares are about done. They got about 5 minutes on each side, maybe a little more. Getting that nice smoky charcoal flavor in there. Can't beat it. This chuck eye is looking real good. Starting to separate. Still real juicy. So I think I'm going to pull that. Yeah, it's ready to go. Looking good to go. Alright, now I got another piece right here I need to cook. That piece is going to be medium well. Maybe well. need to take the grate off here carefully. And what we're going to do is we're going to move all this coal to one side. If you've ever seen somebody cook with a Weber before, I'm sure you've seen them do this. I should have used a little more charcoal for the meat. Last time I used a bit more and it cooked faster, and I liked the result a little bit better, but this is going to work. Alright, so we got half the coal to one side. We're going to put this grate back on carefully. Alright, we're going to get our meat, and I'm just going to sear it on the direct heat side with all the coals. Once it's seared up, I'm going to move it over to the side with no coals, and I'll probably put the lid on at one point. And that'll bounce the heat over the top of the lid and back down onto the meat. It's a more indirect form of cooking. It'll take a little bit longer so we can get a more thorough cook in there. Get more of that pink out. Alright, I got both sides seared up here. Lost my tongs. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, I'm gonna put the lid on. All vents open for some good heat. And that's gonna give it a little more time to cook. All that heat's bouncing off from the coals here over the lid and dropping back down onto that steak. Okay. Took quite a bit longer, but we have reached about a medium well cook on this last steak. And even though it's been cooking for much longer, it's actually still quite juicy. As you can see, the other two steaks I've kept wrapped in tinfoil during that last steak's cook. That should help some of the juice redistribute throughout those. There we go. Alright, all the steak is done. Kind of had a random decision just now. I think I'm going to try to make some corn. I don't have quite as many coals left. Not sure if it's going to be enough, but I'll try. Usually what I do with my corn is I dehusk them and cover them in butter, salt, and pepper. Then I wrap them up in tin foil, put them on the grill for 15 minutes, flip them about every 5 minutes, and when they come off, it's really good corn. I think grilling corn was probably the way corn was meant to be cooked. It's delicious. I don't really have time to wrap them in tin foil and all that right now, so I'm just going to leave them on there in their husks and all, and it'll be a little experiment. We'll see what happens. Alright, it's been about 15 minutes. This is what we got. It's actually starting to smell pretty good. Still got the burning vegetation thing going on. But I can also smell corn. Cooked corn, it smells like. Let's give it a look. I think we may have something here. Yeah, look at that. Actually, it steamed it perfectly. Look at all that steam coming out of there. Alright, there's my dinner for the night. Got some nice medium rare steak there. And some corn grilled right in the husks. Yum.